Okay. Hello, everyone. And a happy Mother's Day to you. My name is Antje Howard, and I'm inviting you to draw a bunch of flowers for all mothers with me today. We're just going to jump right in, not wasting any time, but going straight into our process. I'd like to start my drawing processes with a short meditation. So I would like to invite you to just tune in with me for a moment. Just make yourself comfortable. However you're seated right now, try to place your feet on the ground flat so you can really feel the ground beneath you. And then if that feels comfortable to you, you can close your eyes, just taking a few deep breaths. And tuning in with yourself. And if there's anything that kind of bothers you, anything that happened today or anything that's yet in the future, you can just take a few deep breaths in through the nose and out of the mouth, letting go of anything that you don't need right now in this moment. From the past and the future, so that we just settle into the here and now. And then I invite you to just become aware of your body. Feeling your head, maybe relaxing your neck and your shoulders, letting your arms just go down, feeling your back, your chest, your belly, your pelvic area, your legs, and all the way down to your feet. And then I invite you to imagine growing roots down into the earth and connecting to the universal mother energy, the energy of our earth. Just imagining your roots go down below the building that you're in right now and down into the ground, into the soil, like a tree, being nurtured and held. And really kind of imagine these universal mother qualities, nurturance, being kept safe, being held. And then you can imagine sucking those up into your body, through your feet, up into your legs. And you can stop at your belly button for a moment, just breathing in there. And imagine how your belly button is the connection point where you were connected to your mother's body and she was connected to her mother's body before that. And if you're a mother yourself, that was of course also the point where you connected to your own children. Just becoming aware of this connectedness. And breathing one more time. And then just breathing all these feelings, the connection, the love, the nurturance, the safety, up into your heart. And just let it float there for a moment, just experiencing it. Then I invite you to bring your hands in front of your heart, breathing into it and opening. And then you can rub your hands lightly, bringing warmth, energy flow, blood into your hands. And then whenever they feel nice and warm, you can place your hands over your eyes for a moment and just imagine all of this flow, the vibration from your hands pouring into your eyes and into your inner vision, your third eye, into your brain. And really just receiving that energy. And now we can come back and start rubbing our face, Just waking up again and rubbing your head, just letting your hands flow over your body to your shoulders, to your arms. And then you can allow your hands to just go anywhere on your body where you feel that you would like to receive this energy. And now I will change my camera so we can start drawing. I have my paper in a vertical position. You can choose if you want to draw vertical or if you want to change the paper around. That's up to you. And I'm starting to draw with a waterproof marker. You can basically use any kind of marker or pen that you have. The only thing is that we will draw in layers, and it's good if this pen can draw over my layers. So I'm going to draw with this first, and then I'm going to use some colored pencils. And so ideally, the marker will go over the colored pencils. But first, let us bring our hands on top of our paper for a moment and just bring this energy that you received from the earth, the universal mother energy, onto your paper. Just imagining it flowing through your body and onto the paper. You can just take another deep breath. And now we're going to start drawing flowers. So I'm going to start with the flower head. Just drawing a circle. In Neurographica, we work a lot with circles. So you can just draw a circle anywhere on your paper. And then I invite you to name the circle and just think about something that I wish that you wished for your mother or for all mothers. I'm going to call my first circle love because that's like the #1 universal good wish that we should send to every mother. And now we're going to draw a line from the bottom of the page. So I'm really going to go to actually outside of my page. And draw a line up to my circle. And this line, you can imagine, is like a growth of a flower. It's not straight. It doesn't repeat itself. And then I'm just going to go around this love circle one time, just feeling into it. And you can just imagine how you bring this loving energy to yourself first. And you can go several times, just creating a nice, strong stem there, maybe 3 times. All the way up to the love circle, imagining that you're receiving this love first for yourself. Then whenever you feel really filled with it, then you can imagine spreading it out into the world. You can draw lines through the circle, or you can just start on the outside, drawing lines in all directions, spreading the love. Now we have one specialty in Neurographica where anywhere where you see lines crossing, like I have here right now, we want to smooth out the corners. Anybody who did the basics course, for example, they will know what I'm talking about. This is the rounding process. If you're new to Neurographica, just go with it. Just see if you can just smooth out the corners to where we have little connection points there. I'm going to go ahead and also smooth this one out. And this one, just the lines around my circle. And now I invite you to do this several times, drawing a next circle with another wish. Something that you want to send to your own mother, to all mothers. And for me, that is health. This is really something that I wish for my mother and for all mothers right now. And then again, I imagine that I fill myself with health first, because we need to fill our own cup first. This is very important for mothers if you're a mother yourself. Always remembering that you can only give to others if you give to yourself first. Bringing the lines up to the circle, and then you can just let them flow out, sending this wish of health out into the world. And as you see, lines can always cross other spaces, but then we again want to make these little smoothing out the corners. And in this picture, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's also one thing that we just like to get away from in Neurographica. Perfectionism really doesn't serve us. So just feel into it. That's much more important here. And so I'm going to say, let's maybe draw 5 different ones. So I'm just going to draw a third circle here. They can have different sizes, of course. And I'm going to call my third circle connection because I feel that that's really important. And that's something that we all crave right now. And especially mothers, sometimes they feel alone with their problems. They feel overwhelmed. So I'm going to wish for connection. And again, I draw up the line and I just imagine, just like we did in the short meditation, I'm drawing this feeling up into myself first. And drawing at least 2 lines. And as you can see, of course, the lines always slightly divert. They never the same. And then when I feel it in myself, then I can send it out to the world and just send this feeling of connection to all the mothers, to my own mother, and to all the mothers that I know that might be struggling right now. And smoothing out the corners. I'm gonna draw another one here. And this one I just call happiness. I'm wishing happiness to all the mothers, because if the mothers are happy, then the children will be happy. And again, I imagine this happiness coming up inside of me. Filling myself with this energy first. Feeling it in my body. And I really also invite you to become aware of how your body feels. What kind of emotions maybe come up for you with this drawing. And then you can again draw a line through the circle or just out of the circle into the world, sending happiness out in all directions. I'm really going to go in all directions with this one. Smoothing out the corners again, anywhere where my lines cross. And again, as I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just feeling that the lines and the circles are really one, that the lines can actually take the energy of the circle, take this happiness out. And now I'm going to draw a last circle, a big one that I would call safety, because I feel it's very important for mothers to feel safe. And unfortunately, we still live in a world where not all mothers are safe. I'm gonna again just feel this feeling, remembering my roots in the ground, remembering how the earth holds me, and drawing the safety up, experiencing it inside of myself first. With this one, I'm definitely gonna do 3 little stalks up as well. I want this feeling to be really strong inside myself, feeling safe, and then sending it out into the world, wishing for all mothers to feel safe. And again, smoothing out the corners. And just while you're smoothing out, just concentrate on your inner being, on just like your experience while you draw. And you can ask yourself, what does my body say to that? Where are my emotions? And of course, also where are my thoughts going? Maybe I have thoughts come up. Maybe I have memories. And if there's any tension anywhere, taking deep breath and exhaling it, letting it go for now. And then I invite you to just, of course, you can add more circles. Oh, you can add 2, 3, 4 more if you want to. I'm just gonna go into coloring right now because we have limited time. So I'm just gonna choose a color intuitively. I like to just pick the color that kind of jumps into my hand. And I look at my coloring pencils. And then I just go into the picture and I ask myself, okay, which one has this color? And I have like this beautiful pink here. And I'm gonna go into the love circle because love circle needs some pink. And just starting very smoothly to color some part of the circle. We don't need to color everything. You can leave areas white. You can partially color. And the most important thing, you can color over the lines. So I invite you to just imagine this color of love, this feeling of love now. I'm going to spread it out. So it's going to come out of my circle and into the surrounding. Moving the color through the drawing. And then you can, of course, feel into what does that color feel like for you. Maybe there's any emotions coming up with it. Maybe you can really just feel this love feeling, or whichever circle you started with. And it can really spread in all directions. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and also give my love circle some green because I want this love to grow. And you can really just freely interpret, oh, what meaning does that color have for you? And so I'm just going to go ahead and add some green to the circle and let it spread out again in all directions. Slowly filling my paper with color. Colors, they carry a lot of emotions, or they can remind us of our emotions. And so I invite you to really choose your happy colors. I'm going to go into the happiness circle next, and I'm going to make it yellow. Yellow is one of my happy colors. And then the yellow can spread out into the surrounding, making my picture happy. And I'm going to also use some green here because I really want my happiness to grow. And you can also mix colors, so I can go over the yellow with some green. And really, I invite you to just experience the colors. And let them move through your picture, let them just take space. And you can also imagine how this feeling, this color is taking space inside of you. Just soak up this happiness again, or this love, this feeling of health. Especially if you're a mother, also give that to yourself. And I'm going to go ahead and draw some blue in my health circle. For some reason, blue is very healing color for me. But really just listen to yourself, not just feel into which color fits there, which color goes with that for you. And again, I'm going to spread it to the surrounding. Actually going to go with a lot of blue. And as you see in Neurographica, we use very abstract drawing. We didn't actually draw flowers, but it is more about the intention behind the drawing, the feelings and emotions that we experience during the drawing, and the meaning that we give to everything. I'm going to actually go with a little bit of pink into my health circle as well. So all these things that I'm talking about with the colors, they can be completely different for you, and that's totally fine. So right now we just play, we just feel, we just experience what comes up for us. So for each one, this can be completely different. This is one of the things that I really love about the Neurographica method, that every single drawing from every single participant in a workshop will look so different. And now I'm going to go with my safety circle, and my safety circle is going to have some brown, because I feel that for me, it's really the connection with the earth that makes me feel safe. And also kind of just the idea of caring for the earth that makes us all safe, because we kind of need to care for the earth, otherwise we don't have a place to live. So I really feel that I want to bring this awareness to my drawing. And again, you can, ask yourself, what color has that meaning for you? What color works there? And then I'm going to go with a little bit of red in there as well. Red is kind of the blood for me. And safety is also physical safety, of course. I want all mothers to be unharmed. Imagining a world where mothers are respected and where nobody would ever harm someone who's bearing children. And then my last one, the connection, I'm going to do that in purple. I really like to use a lot of different colors, but I mean, you can stick with 3 as well. So that's totally up to you. Connection for me, especially purple, kind of brings up an idea of connecting to a higher power. Purple is a very spiritual color for me. Again, that might be completely different for you. And I'm actually going to leave some of it white because that's kind of white has all the rainbow colors in it. Makes it a really fascinating color actually. And so now I have this really nice colorful drawing, and we're going to take 2 more steps in here. Or maybe I just let you finish your coloring. Maybe let's do another minute. We just go through, and you can of course come back to that. You can color more later. So I'm just going to guide you through the process and bringing some purple all over my picture now. Maybe actually some yellow as well. Yellow here. And as you see, I color really loosely. Going over the lines. Okay. Then I invite you to take your pen again, or if you have, it's actually nice to have a thicker pen as well. But I'm just going to go with the same one that I started with. And now I would like you to imagine one more time, just drawing this energy, this universal motherly energy with all the things that we brought up here, and sending it out to the world, imagining a world where mothers are loved. So I'm going to start with my love circle. And I'm going to draw a fat line. And really imagine that this line is filled with the energy of love. And let this love grow first inside of me, moving through my picture towards my circle of love. And then through my circle of love, really catching this energy, and then I send it into the world with a vision of a loving world where everybody is loved. Mothers, children, fathers, brothers, sisters. And just holding this vision, you can again go back and round, smoothing out any corners on the way. And again, it doesn't have to be all the corners. And then I'm going to start again down here, drawing a second fat line, and just holding in my mind the idea, the feeling of health, or whatever you have in your circle, whatever next wish you have. I'm just holding it for myself first, and then drawing it through the health circle, spreading it into the world. Imagine a world of healthy people where everybody's taken care of. we find cures for diseases or prevention for disease. And I'm actually going to go into this connection circle as well. And imagine a world where everybody's connected and really feeling the connection. So you can just, if there's other circles in the way, just pick up the energy from that circle as well. And again, smoothing out. And really feeling and envisioning, using your vision to bring this world into reality. If we can imagine it, then we can make it real. So I imagine a healthy world and a connected world. Then I go over and do that one more time. And actually, because they are in line, I'm going to go with a safe and happy world right away. Just tuning into these concepts, these ideas that I brought up here, and really focusing on envisioning, visualizing. And I'm really going slowly with these lines, taking my time with them to really feel into it. I'm going to go through the circle, making a big, nice, powerful line where I really feel, okay, the world can be safe for all of us. Again, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers. And everybody can be happy as well. And sending this out into the universe. This idea, this belief, this trust that a better world is possible for everyone. And then I'm rounding out and really just feeling into it and imagining it and visualizing it. A world full of smiles. A world where there's no danger for people. Whatever race, whatever religion, whatever faith they follow. Just sending the thought out. And then I invite you to just be with your picture for a moment. Gaze at it. Feel all the ideas that we brought up. Feeling into it again, feeling it in your body, holding it in your emotions, and bringing it into your mind. This vision of a world. And then you can just look if there's one of your circles that really pops out. Maybe there's one where the color is extra strong, or just one that you feel is really, really important for yourself right now. Maybe something that you want to focus on for yourself. I'm going to go with the love circle because I feel I want to focus on self-love more. So you can choose one of these circles and just make it bigger, drawing a fat line around it and bringing it into the front of your mind, really into your awareness, and imagining what would the world look like if I felt this way, if I would love myself completely. What can I do in the world? And how would my life look like if I really focused on that? So really take your time going around the circle, feeling into it, imagining, experiencing its energy, its colors. And just allowing yourself to take this circle for yourself. This is going to be the one that you take home from this drawing now. And of course, we can draw many, many more circles in here. So you can also just draw a few more circles now, little ones. Things that you may not even have thought of. Adding a few more little flowers just to make it more bright, give it more energy. And with that, I am going to say thank you to everyone who joined us here for this short drawing session. If you would like to know more about the practice of Neurographica, the method, you can find a lot of information in our Facebook group. And we will create an album where you can share your bunch of flowers pictures. Share with us, what are your wishes for the world? What are your wishes for the mothers and for yourself? You don't have to be a mother yourself to just take care of yourself. Everybody carries this energy, this nurturing energy inside them. We just need to access it. We just need to allow ourselves to take care of ourselves as well. So with that, I'm gonna come back and say goodbye. There I am. Hello? Yeah, okay. So we're looking forward to see your pictures, looking forward to any comments, any questions. You're very welcome to just post anything in the group. And I hope to see you again for our next free drawing session. It's going to be on June 30th, where we will draw for International Children's Day and just bring out and play with the inner child. Or you can actually, for this session, also invite your own children to come. So this is totally suitable for kids as well. You can draw together with your kids. Just having fun with Neurographica, getting to know the method, trying out and experiencing it. So I hope to see you all soon. My name is Antje Howard again, and you have a wonderful Mother's Day. Thank you so much.